Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. Today I am making a castle that is abandoned and it's kind of like a fantasy, we get like a little fantasy feel with like in the jungle kind of. You'll see there's a whole lot. I have probably tried to voice over this video in particular probably about 9 times now. I don't know what's going on with me today, you guys, but I cannot speak for the life of me, so I apologize if I'm doing a lot of ums and ahs, and oh girl, I'm sorry. But today we are gonna be doing a full build. Like I said, as the castle, I kind of like had a dream last night. You know that like old Barbie movie that she was kind of like kept from everyone and she was Rapunzel? That like crazy old lady had powers and she kept her away in like this magical forest area. No one could go out, and then she had friends that was like a rabbit and a dragon, and I'll stick a picture somewhere. I had a dream about that like last night and I was like, I need to make this right now. Usually I have like a list. I have like a full notepad on my iPad or my phone, and I have like a full list of everything that I want to build. This was not on the to-do list today, but it is being done. Way to go, Jamie. You did another thing that you shouldn't have done today, but that's fine. It's fine because I do this so much. Like, I'm telling you, this is not the first time I've done this. So I have so many things to talk about with this build. I literally thought it was gonna take me forever, and it actually didn't take me that long. Usually my builds will range from like 20 to 22 minutes, you know, like usually that's kind of how it goes. I do in the future, I want to like bring that down, like way down, girl, because like that is way too long for me. I don't know if you enjoy that. I don't know if you prefer to see shorter builds or if you want to see longer builds, but I'm trying to like branch out. As you saw that I did that inverted challenge as well. I want to do a lot more challenges too, because I don't want to just stick with like speed builds. Obviously I love doing them. That's what basically my entire channel is based off of currently right now, but I definitely want to expand and try a whole bunch of different things. So I haven't posted the technically right now I haven't posted that video of the inverted colors yet. Personally for me, obviously when you're seeing this, you have probably, it's already out. I wouldn't say you've watched it, but it's already out. So if you want to go watch that, you should go watch it. But anyway, we have a bunch of builds and videos and things that I have that I want to do. So I don't know if you have any more ideas, please let them know. Let me know in the comments down below, because I have a lot of ideas and I want to do so much stuff. Obviously, it doesn't mean that I'll get around to them anytime soon, because this is a prime example when I have so many things that I want to do and I just don't get to them yet. But I am rambling so much and I'm so sorry. It always happens, but I want to talk about the actual build itself. So obviously I had the inspiration of that Barbie film. I did put a Realm of Magic portal in the front of the build, as you will see in a couple of minutes, like down the road. We don't have to worry about that yet, but we are making all of this kind of like giant area, I guess. I don't know what it's called, like the main hall. I don't know what to call it. I'm not good when it comes to castle like stuff, but it's like a main hall where I think where everybody would come in and like talk, kind of like where they'd hold like meetings, I guess, of, I don't know, the hot dogs they want to sell. I don't know what they want. I don't know what they did back then, but obviously they had somewhere to talk. So this is like the Great Hall, and it took me a long time to do because I wasn't sure what I wanted. I had a reference photo to kind of go off of, because I wasn't sure how I was gonna build this. But in the end, I was super duper happy with all of it. I got like some bridges from Debug and I connected them to the towers, and I think it was a lot of fun and it looked really cool. But this building in particular gave me probably the most amount of stress. So, but it was fun to do, don't get me wrong, it was fun, but I did have to go along with all the colors because I used some things that I never really used before, and I wanted to all make them work and kind of jump out of my comfort zone again. And actually I'm really happy with the way it turned out, and I really hope you like it as well. It is already out on the gallery, so if you want to download this, my name for the gallery ID and all that's good jazz will all be at the end of the video, or you will see it in the description down below. So in this build there are 3 towers. Now only one of those towers has something actually in it, and that is going to be where you see this great hall. It's gonna be like beside it, or I guess like behind it if you're looking at it right now, but it is gonna be behind it. And I was thinking of kind of having like a whole like Rapunzel moment. It's just a bedroom. I honestly didn't put anything like grand in here on the gallery. It's supposed to be a gallery, so I mean you can kind of like go in and treat it like one. Obviously I didn't put a bunch of like easels and paintings everywhere. I just used a lot of wall decals, and technically if you want to cheat the system, they count as photographs, so it works for me. So this is a museum. I realized when I was doing the bedroom in one of the towers that it needs like a bathroom, and I was like, shoot. So I just like quickly shoved like a toilet and a sink in there. So I was like, okay, it's a full Rapunzel moment. She only had the tower to work with, so where's the toilet? So if it's just her bedroom, I remember in like the little Bratz Rapunzel like fantasy story things, I can't remember what it's called, but she just had a bucket to go in, so I gave her a full-on toilet. So you're welcome, Rapunzel, I did you one better. Now this build in particular, when it came to the round, what is this called, like a round deck around this thing, I wasn't sure what I wanted to go with. I was going between like a white fence and a like brown and white fence. Don't worry, I changed the color to like that brown because I've never really used those doors before, and I thought they were really cool, so I wanted to like add that in there, and I think it turned out really nice. I did switch the fence to a white, as you can see. I'm not sure if it would have looked better brown. I had to ask my boyfriend for help. I was like, what looks better? And he was like, white. And I was like, okay. So I stuck with the white. I really liked it, I guess, in the end. Obviously, I wasn't fully focusing on functionality because this build would unless your Sims can fly or teleport, there is no way your Sims could get up on those builds. I'm sorry girl, there's just no way. But if you do have the cheat of the testing cheats enabled true and just click shift and press like an area on the ground, you will be able to teleport your Sims up there if you want. And maybe you can make this like a residential area and you can like keep them in the tower. We can create our own Rapunzel. Oh my god, I'm a genius. Definitely not, but I do like the way it turned out. It is not functional fully. I don't even know if your Sims can fully get up even onto like that main dome area. I wanted to put like stairs connecting to the back, but I was afraid it was kind of gonna wreck that fantasy feel of like a kingdom. So I do apologize if you're like, Jamie, what the heck? Why can't I get on this tower and fulfill my Rapunzel fantasy? I'm sorry, okay? I can't. I just whacked my hand off my table. So if you're saying good, I know, I'm sorry. This whole build was a lot of fun. I didn't know that I could do this kind of stuff. Obviously, I'm trying to push out of my comfort zone with every build I do to an extent, but when I was first doing this build, I wasn't fully focusing on it being like a whole abandoned feel. Like at first you can see that I'm trying to make it like nice and clean, and that was kind of like what I was going for. And then I decided to do like a complete 180 and do like a whole spin on this. So I added stuff from like Debug. As soon as I got into Debug, that's when I wanted to put like that bridge connecting to either side, and I loved that I saw it. But you know, if you watch me, as soon as your girl gets into Debug, it is game over. I have an unhealthy obsession with Debug, and this just proves it. But you know what? Debug, again, is my best friend because it makes builds go to the next level, and I love it so much. But gotta be careful because you don't want to pull a Simspiration because This always happens when you have an idea and you want to stick with something, and then you have to look into debug to go find what you want, and then you just find a bunch of junk and then you want to stick it everywhere. It's not, I don't think it's healthy, but it's a lot of fun. I do love it. And that's when I started to find all like the fantasy looking like trunks and the trees. And I wanted to put the waterfall there, but it was being silly. I don't know why it was being weird. I think it's because of the terrain. So I wanted to put like 3 waterfalls connecting to each other. I don't know if you can do that. If you download this on the gallery and you figure out how to do that, let me know in the comments, because I'd love to see what you did, or like if you can like tell me what you did, that would be awesome. I know that it works. I just don't know why it was being weird. So if anyone knows, please let me know in the comments down below, because I have no idea. But as soon as I started seeing all the like the fantasy plants, like I was saying, I just went ham. I just went everywhere. I grabbed like a bunch of statues, and once I saw like the statues and the rocks and just like a whole bunch of different things from like Jungle Adventure that makes it seem really ancient, I decided to just like go with it, and I just put a bunch of different statues everywhere, and I thought it made it look really cool, and it kind of looked like an old place, and I don't know, I really love it. I think this would be like a cool place to have like a dueling thing with like your Sims if they're a witch or something. Have them like duke it out in that like big main dome. I think the second floor is able to actually like work, so you could try that. I put as you can see, I just put some cemetery little stones there. I thought that there would become some cool lore behind this place. I was thinking maybe like there was like a warlock and he lived here with his people, and then they had like a daughter and she died, and then there was like some stuff that happened and people came in and tried to like take over the building, and there was a war, and then everyone died and the family died. So I have all their tombstones in the back of the building, but I think this would be so cool if you made it haunted. I really like this. In the screenshots at night, I think it looks so creepy and eerie, but it's so like wonderful and magical. But I love the way it turned out, and I hope you do too. I really do like it. I think in the main area, in that dome, I just put a fountain, but I made sure that like in the fountain there was like fern and like grass coming out of it. I just had it there in the middle main part, but I think it turned really nice, and I want to have like a bunch of ponds everywhere, a lot of overgrown, you know, trees and really cool stuff from Debug. I love them. And the vines, I thought it was so cool. Once I saw the vines and stuff, I went ham, and I love having those trees overhanging too. I thought they looked so cool. Those are from Jungle Adventure, so if you don't have Jungle Adventure, I'm sorry girl, you won't be able to have this, but it is so cool, and I think it looks really neat. So if you love this build as much as I do, please, you know, maybe consider giving it a thumbs up, maybe like, comment, and maybe subscribe. Consider subscribing. It would mean the world to me. It helps me out so much. Currently right now it is the 17th of February, and we are at 336 subscribers. I am so grateful. Thank you all so much. I am so excited to see what we come up with in the future, and I can't wait. So please let me know if you have any ideas. Here, I wanted to get to it before I missed it. I didn't recognize that I made this pawn a heart just until now. I think that is so cute, and like the family, the tomb things in the back, and then there's like a heart. Oh, you know what? That kind of makes me sad. I have to do like a cool lore on this. I think this is so cool, you guys. Oh my god. I don't know. I think this place, when it has lore, it just creates that like extra step, and it makes it seem so cool. I love when things have lore, and I love when things have like a nice story to them, because it just gives it that extra like feel, and it has that extra like realism to it. And I think it turns out really nice with any kind of build that you're doing. So yeah, here, like I said before, this is just gonna have like a fountain in the middle. Nothing crazy, nothing too nice. Like I wanted to maybe put like a necklace. I don't know if I kept it there. It's very simple inside. I didn't want it to make it look like too crazy. I think I have like a couple of vases that were broken. A little places for your Sims to sit down if you can manage to find a way to bring them up here. I'm not sure, but we do have a little easel because it did require me to have an easel, and it's a whole thing, but I think it'd be a really cool place to paint. I think it would have really nice sceneries in here. Now, the Rapunzel's tower. So yeah, I basically just made it just a little room. It has just a bed and I think a fireplace and 2 chairs and a toilet and a sink. So you're welcome, Rapunzel. But if you did enjoy this video, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe if you're willing to. It helps me out so much, so if you consider doing that, it would make my day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys.